Hi, my name is Eric Schwartz, and I've been gardening with Food for Thought for 4 years. Initially, the program allowed me to meet other people during COVID and get a taste for gardening. However, I discovered it allowed me to rekindle my love of the garden fresh food I enjoyed growing up. My dad grew a large garden each summer, and I loved helping him as a small kid. There's nothing like the flavor of freshly pulled carrot with the feathers on, or dill pickles my mom used to make each summer that we enjoyed all winter long. With Food for Thought, I learned to share the passion fellow gardeners had for growing fresh veggies with our own hands. Each of us brings their own interests and tastes, skills, and strengths. This year, our 3 gardeners worked together to select and grow the veggies, and I learned from growing and tasting veggies others were interested in that I never would have considered. For example, this summer, Joanne wanted to grow lots of carrot varieties, peas, and tomatoes. Danielle wanted a large crop of radishes and scallions, lacinato and red Russian kale. I wanted to try some new things of my own this year, so we planted puntarelle endive, a bizarre Italian veggie I'd read about, and purslane, a delicious succulent salad green, and 2 varieties of bok choy. We all agreed on lots of beans and beets, and 4 varieties of Swiss chard, as well as zucchini, cilantro, and parsley, and different varieties of cucumbers. Most things grew really well this summer, and we didn't have any pest problems we couldn't handle. This fall, we added leeks, more lettuce, parsnip, and turnips, which were a wonderful flavor surprise, as well as broccoli and Brussels sprouts. Trying and tasting each other's preferences gave such a boost to our garden this year. Together we were growing and harvesting 3 seasons of veggies. I could never have done that gardening on my own. Even with 3 of us sharing the garden, we've been lucky to have a surplus of veggies we've shared with our neighbors and friends, and with the community fridge at the Kits Neighborhood House. We've also started harvesting fruit trees and arbors of local seniors and sharing the produce with them, eating far too many grapes, and preserving fruit for use all winter in flavoring kombucha, making pies and desserts. I'm always surprised by the new gardeners I meet in the program each year. Whether at the neighborhood garden tour, the annual picnic, or on the field trip we did to West Coast Seeds. Each of us brings a unique perspective, interests, gardening background, or no gardening background at all. But we all now share an enjoyment for the time we spend gardening, mucking about in the soil, and sharing the delicious produce we grow with our own hands. This year, we really took advantage of the seeds, seedlings, and compost Camille and James made available through the program for our garlic, tomatoes, and cucumbers. And through the program, we also enjoyed organic Okanagan fruit Michael has brought. It's been a pleasure being a member of the Food for Thought community again this year, and I look forward to seeing you all again next year. But it's not over yet. There's still the fall harvest and garlic planting coming up in a few weeks. So see you next year on the Food for Thought garden program.